Coming up, it's week 2 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Texans and Browns square off for just the 12th time. Can Houston take an 8-4 lead in the series? We'll find out next.
We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago, the dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma.
And while we can quibble a little bit about statistics, to me, Baker Mayfield's coming off his best season yet. 26 touchdown passes, cut way down on his turnovers, and led the Browns to a playoff victory for the first time since 1994. This young man continues to mature as both a passer and a leader.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 21 carries, 69 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Second and 11. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans ready to take over here on offense, and it's Deshaun Watson at the controls in his 5th season now in the NFL.
Another tremendous year in 2020 where he led the NFL with 4,823 passing yards. And remember, that was in the year after DeAndre Hopkins was traded to Arizona. Also had 33 touchdown passes against only 7 interceptions. A dynamic performer.
And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Here's Johnson going to get the handoff. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Watson. This will be caught by Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. Handoff comes to Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and goal from the 3. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Andrew Billings busting through to get him for a loss of 6. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. He wants it all for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline and brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy. And in this case, it was intercepted.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 11 now.
To throw is Watson. It's complete to Chris Conley. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
coming up on 2nd and 7. Mayfield now from the 50. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield finds a seam inside the 40. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
A give running right is Chubb.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A give. This is Chubb.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Browns! Austin Hooper. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. At halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Texans' new punter for 2021, Cameron Johnston, on to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And in his second year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year, expects it to continue to rise here in 2021.
First down, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Mayfield with it once more. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The kick by Parkey is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did, and that just set them up well for the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them. He's got it at the 15. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And the final number on next-gen stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. From the red zone now, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Miller. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A handoff to Johnson on the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. From the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Here's Mayfield. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. He could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. Caught here by Conley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On first down, it's Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Watson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An important play right here. 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, it would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
Johnson, touchdown, Houston. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Whitney merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
They run. Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 91 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's Beckham. Great grab. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. To return is Roberts. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Watson, option play. He'll hand it to Johnson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 44, Watson. He'll check this down to Johnson. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
They do not score.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. This will be caught by Brown. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Watson on 3rd down. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Johnson. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down run. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Mayfield on play action. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
Mayfield on target to Landry for Browns 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. He's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side to Higgins. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jonathan Grenard able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. And that seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he's got room. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Watson to give. This is Johnson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Watson now to throw. Oh, he stays up. And that is incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Into the hands of Beckham. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 1st down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mayfield to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Mayfield. Pass caught by Hooper.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Mayfield.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans are holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Now parking for the extra point. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now parking for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive spanned 5 plays. Nothing separating these 2 sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He's going to go deep for Conley.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Browns set and ready to go on offense.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now here's a throw that's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
And Kevin Pierre-Louis there to bring him down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield.
And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach John Ford right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Houston's offense taking over again. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about 1 yard shy. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. A first down carry here for Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 95 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Johnson running right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the option, they go with Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now Watson. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Watson. And And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop it.
What a banner year in 2020 for Myles Garrett. Gets his Cleveland Browns to the playoffs for the first time in a long time and had 12 sacks to lead his team. He's averaged more than 10 sacks a year in his 4-year career and was named All-Pro for the first time after the 2020 campaign.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Johnson going to get the handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This the very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends at a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases, heck, for us.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah,
MEH, man.